Have you ever had these thoughts in your online business work? I'm working super hard in my online business, but it isn't growing like I want. You're working, you're checking things off, your days are full. So why does it feel like your business isn't actually growing? Ever had thoughts like that? I have, and it doesn't feel good. We'll come back to all of that in just a minute. But for any new listeners, I want to say hello and welcome to Limitless Business Online. I'm Tracy, your online business strategist and coach. I help entrepreneurs get out of overwhelm and doubt to find clear direction so they can achieve their goals and reach their dreams in their online businesses to have the life they want. I usually work with course creators, coaches, and service providers who run their businesses online, which is a place of massive distraction. For that reason, I get to help them stay focused, moving forward toward their goals, and I become a steady support that they need so they can grow their online businesses with confidence, clarity, and more ease. I've been in the online business space since 2012, and I absolutely love the limitless potential of the online world. When your business lives online, there are no boundaries on who you work with, where you work from, or the financial freedom you can create. So now it's your turn. Will you introduce yourself? However, you're watching, reading, or listening to this pod vlog blog, leave me a comment and share. Where are you joining from in the world? And what do you do in the online business space or hope to do? Now back to today's topic on the pod vlog blog, as I like to call it, because you can listen to the podcast, watch on YouTube, or read on my blog. Today's topic, let's talk about being busy versus success. They are not equal. Here's what prompted today's topic. Not that long ago, I found myself in a situation where I had more time in my week than I was used to because I had lost a long term one to one client, someone who took up about 30% of my time each week. And suddenly my schedule opened up. There was white space on my calendar. And instead of feeling relieved, I felt very uncomfortable. I felt like something was wrong because in my mind, I tied being busy to being productive and successful. So when my stress dropped a little, when the pressure lifted, when my days weren't packed and chaotic, I thought, wait, am I even doing enough? Should I go find another long-term client? But here's what is interesting. I was working. I was working very hard, just not in the same way. I was working on building Limitless Business Online. I was thinking, creating, completing tasks, but it didn't feel the same as being crazy busy like I was with the online client and Limitless Business Online at the same time. Thankfully, my sweet husband gave me the space to stay in that season and use the little bit of extra time to focus on building Limitless Business Online instead of rushing to fill the extra time with another one to one client who would need as much time as before. What I didn't realize at the time was that I was stepping into a healthier, more sustainable way of work. I felt crazy busy with my one to one client on my roster, which made me feel successful. But in reality, I wasn't pursuing my dream business and being truly productive on what mattered most to me for that work. And that's when this realization hit me. I don't have to be stressed and overwhelmed to be successful. Let me say that again. I don't have to be stressed and overwhelmed to be successful. And you don't have to be crazy busy to be successful. But as marketing expert Donald Miller has said, you do need a bias toward action. You do need to be moving forward consistently because success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing what matters most consistently over time. So let's talk about a few lies that keep us stuck in the false mindset of being busy equaling productivity. Here's lie number one. Busy equals productive. Hate to say it, but just because your days are full, it doesn't mean your business is moving forward in the right direction, that it's moving forward toward the goals you've set for yourself. You can be checking things off your list all day long and still not actually finish anything that matters, and still not see progress toward success the way you define it. Lie number 2, stress equals success. Somewhere along the way, we started believing that if we're not overwhelmed, we must not be working hard enough. And this is a lie. Most of the time, stress is just a sign of too many directions, not enough strategic focus and clarity in one smart direction. Lie number 3, more work equals more results. This one will keep you spinning because the truth is, the results you want don't come from doing more. They come from doing the right things long enough to see them work. So I just want to take a little pause here, and I want you to really think about a few questions. Not as the business owner you want to be, but as the one you've actually been this past week. Go ahead and ask yourself, at the end of my week, what did I actually finish? Did I create a plan for the week and stick with it? Or did I fly by the seat of my pants and keep adjusting every day? If someone looked at my calendar this week, would they be able to tell what I'm actually working on? What is the one thing I keep putting off or have been almost done with for way too long because I'm doing other important tasks? Would I be okay with the same level of progress 90 days from now that I'm experiencing right now? And here's one more. If I had to remove 80% of what I'm doing, what would I keep? Because you and I both know the 80/20 rule, right? 20% of your work is what will actually move you in the direction of your dreams, in the direction of completing the goals you've set. Here's the truth. You don't need to be busier. You need to be more focused. You don't need more ideas. You need to follow through on the ones you've already chosen. You don't need more time. You need to use your time on purpose. That's where momentum comes from. That's where confidence comes from. That's where real progress happens. And if this episode is striking a nerve for you or striking a chord for you or hitting a nerve at all, if you're realizing that you've been busy but not actually gaining traction, then the next step isn't to go do more. It is to decide what actually matters most right now. And that's why I'm hosting my workshop, From Scattered to Strategic: How to Pick the One Best Goal to Complete in Your Business for Inevitable Success This Year. Inside the workshop, I'm going to help you choose one meaningful goal to focus on for the next 90 days. Get clear on why that goal actually matters and build a simple plan to actually follow through. We're doing this workshop so that you can stop spinning and start making real progress in the direction of your business dreams. You can register at limitlessbusinessonline.com/Get Focused Workshop. At the end of the day, you don't need to prove how hard you're working by filling all the hours or checking off a long list of to-dos. You need to see that your work is actually working. So take a deep breath. Get clear. Pick what matters and move forward. I hope you'll join me at the workshop if I can help you pick that one best goal for inevitable success in your business. Remember, go to limitlessbusinessonline.com/Get Focused Workshop. Thanks for listening in today, and I look forward to talking with you soon on the Limitless Business Online pod vlog blog.